Now, in today's video, I will show you how to add some style to your code bug fixer application so it is more user-friendly, which can increase your sales. So here is how our app is currently looking. I will go back and stop it, and then we can add the CSS portion of the front end. So let's go back to our application, and here I will open this file index.html with Sublime Text so we can easily add the style or the CSS code. So if I go to code bug fixing templates index.html, I can do open with Sublime Text. Okay, so this is exactly the same file, and just under the title I will write style. Okay, and this is our style file. So let's add the body. So let's do body. Okay, and firstly here I will define the font style. So let's do font dash family Arial sans serif. Okay, so this is the font of our application. Then let's do a background color. Okay, and I will paste this color here. Then let's edit the header of our application. So let's do header. And here for background colors, actually already choose my background colors. So they're from the blue spectre. You can use actually the same colors as well, or choose yours and just find them, they're hash codes. Then let's do color. And here I will put a white background. Then let's add some padding of 15 pixels. Let's do text align, and we will align it in the center. And that should be it for the header. Then I want to change the text that is called code bug fixer, right? I want to make it with capital letters. So I will do dot header h1, and then let's do margin 0. Then the font size, I will increase it to 28 pixels. Then the font width will be bold, and that should be sufficient for the header. Okay, so next I will edit our container. So the container is a place where we have both columns. So let's do container, and then I will do display. Okay, the display will be flex. Then let's add this variable justify content. So I will do space between. Okay, to ensure that there is a space between the elements, and then we'll do some padding of 15 pixels. Then let's design the left column. And just so you know, I'm not making up those elements here. This is pretty much the classes and the names of the elements we defined here. For example, here we have a class left column. So if I want to design the left column, I will simply refer it with a dot and then the name of the class. And if you want to specify multiple elements, like in my case, I want to now specify the left and the right column. Okay, you can separate them with comma. So let's do the width of both columns to 49%. So if you combine both, they will take most of the screen, and then the padding between them will be 15 pixels. Okay, great. Then let's design the text areas. This is the places where we're going to place our text, so they're quite important. So let's do text area. Okay, and let's create them with width of 100%. Okay, so they will extend to the full 49% of the container. The height will be 200 pixels. Then the font size will be 16 pixels. The padding will be 10 pixels. The margin bottom will be 15 pixels. Then the border will be 1 pixel. So this will be the border of the text fields. I will make it solid, and this is going to be the hash code of the color. Then let's do border radius of 5 pixels. And then I don't want my text fields to be resizable, so I will do resize equal to none. Okay. Now, the next thing is actually I want to design a little bit different the fixed code field and the explanation field. Those will be the fields with the answer. So let's write here dot fixed code, comma, dot explanation. So both of those, firstly I want to change the background color. I don't want it to be white. So I will do background color, and I will add this one, which is sort of grayish color. And after that I will do color. Okay, and so this will be the color of the text. And finally, the font width will be bold. Okay, great. Now let's design the submit button. So I will just go here and copy its class. So here is the submit button, right? You can just copy that, go up and do dot submit button. And then let's do firstly the background color. I want to actually make it the same shade of blue as our header, right? So they match. I will just copy the same color and paste it here. And then let's do the color of the text. So the color of the text, I want it to be a complete white. So I will just do FFF. Then the font size, will be 18 pixels. The font width will be bold. Then let's add some padding to our button, so there's like a distance between it and the rest of the elements. Okay, then let's do border equal to none, so I don't want a border. Then let's do border radius equal to 5 pixels. Then let's do margin top, so it can have some distance from the heading. And then let's do cursor. I want it to be pointer. Okay. And guys, so this style is not going to change the functionality of your application, but it will make it more user friendly. So feel free to add your colors and create your own style for the application if you want to. You can create completely different styles from mine, so you can definitely experiment with that. And actually it is better if you experiment, because then the app will be looking unique and differentiate for the rest of the similar apps out there. So now finally I want to add some style to when we hover over the submit button. I want to change its background color, so I will do submit button column hover. Okay, and this will make sure that when I'm above the button with my cursor, the color will slightly change. Okay, and this will be the color to which I want to change it. So you'll see that if you save this file, everything will be updated in your PyCharm IDE. And so let's go back to the app and run it. So hit the play button here, click on the link, and you'll see that now your code fixing app is completely done. So it works great. You see all the fields in full size, and guess what? When you hover over the button, it actually changes its color, so it becomes a lighter shade of blue, which is great. Now it really looks professional. So what's left now is to test it out. So let's test the app. For example, let's do print 1, okay? And I'll put here just the type of error that we get. So if I click the code fix, then you can see that you can get your statement fixed, and also you see a brief explanation. Now the AI will decide whether you need explanation or whether you need only the code fixed. For example, let's place another error. So here we have a function that pretty much divides one number to another. Okay, and then we're getting a non-zero division error because we passed 10 and 0. Let's see how the AI will fix that function, which actually doesn't have any syntax issues and will accept most of the numbers, but in that case, if we pass a 0, the function will not work. So let's see if the AI will be able to fix that. So let's click code fix, and you can see that your artificial intelligence application gave you an explanation that this is division by 0 error, and it is saying, so it figured out how the function works, and it says that we're trying to divide 10 by 0, which is not possible. And also it gave you a fix of your function, so it proposed you to firstly check if the divisor is equal to 0, and then it will return non-zero division. So let's actually copy this code and see if your application actually fixed the code properly. So I will go back here and I will just create one Python file. I will call it non-zero. I will pass that code, okay, and I will run the function with exactly the same parameters. So let's do divide numbers 10 and 0, and let's run this function and see if we will see error. So as you can see, you no longer see error from that function. If we leave the function as it was, you can see that if I run it, you will get the exact error that the AI described. So you can see how robust your application is. And due to the fact that you're using artificial intelligence, it is quite easy to flow between different coding situations, so the AI can really figure out what to do with your code. So congratulations guys, we're not done yet, because in the next video I will show you the final stage from this section, which is how to deploy your application and run it from your website. Thanks for watching.